Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's going to be a very short video. What I want to talk about is I want to talk about modern day slavery. There are a lot of people who know the state we're in. There are a lot of people who are woke, but then there are a lot of people who really don't see it, don't think it's real, don't think it's true, and there are a lot of young people coming into this world with a lot of questions. So I just want to have this. I want to shed light on it. I want to make this aware to people that hey, this is a life that's out here and it's trying to be muffled, it's trying to be covered up, but it exists. And I say this so you can begin to build, create, come back to who you really are with your authority, and be able to build something in life where you're in control, you have full access to, opposed to someone having access over you. So let's jump into it. First and foremost, the definition of a slave is a person who is the legal property of another and is forced to obey them. That's that control. Second one they have is work excessively hard. Man, as I sit here and think about the jobs I had, man, think of all the jobs that we have, and they come out. You gotta go. We gotta pump it out. We gotta get it done. Get it done. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, we gotta meet. We got this daughter. Gotta, you know, all this different stuff. That's what a slave is. See, but the thing is nowadays they throw you medical benefits and they give you bonuses and you get raises, so you're like, hey, it's not so bad, you know, and it makes you forget the fact that you're still in slavery. And that's the thing there. And so back then, let's go back in the days where you know, thousands of years ago, or not even that, let's go hundreds of years ago, when the so-called Africans came through and they were enslaved. They were kidnapped from one place and brought to another. And some were actually kidnapped from the place they were in to be enslaved there and be the property of someone else, to be chained up and to be whipped just to obey their oppressor, just to obey their so-called master at that time, just to obey so they can do the work for someone else. They didn't have control of their own lives. You know what? That the person that oppressed them, their master, fed them when it was time to be fed. They couldn't eat when they wanted to. They had to work excessively hard all day long. They had an overseer, someone to walk around like their supervisor, making sure that they're doing the work that they're supposed to. And if not, then they come and talk to them. Or in that time, they come and whip them. You know, so that's what they did. And when we talk about like medical conditions, their teeth rotting and different things like that, that's where gold teeth came into the play down in the South. You know, when teeth were rotting, they would pull one out and then they would put a gold teeth in place of it because their teeth was rotting. They couldn't get their teeth clean. Or when medical conditions came, you know, they really couldn't, you know, help them like they really wanted to. You know, and slaves were looked at like stock, like cows and goats and animals. They were looked at in that fashion. Today's time is no different. When you look at a basketball player, a football player, you know, someone strong and can play good, they're looking at them in the same way. Oh, that person's going to bring us money. Or that person, give them $100 million now. You know, now they're raising up the money to make it look like something different. You know, we can give them more money just to kind of dilute the fact that they're still slaves. But and you know what? We'll let them go home now. You know, but we still got them on a leash because they signed a contract. They got to come back. So it's okay. It's okay now. That's modern day slavery. We give them medical benefits now. It's okay now. They got medical benefits. And guess what? They get a raise now, get a bonus. So let's make it a little better. The simple fact of that we're enslaving them. We don't just want to do the chains anymore. We can't do that. You know, they've gotten hip to that. So let's build a system up where they will be able to let's build a system up where they're forced to work now. And basically what I'm saying here is that it's still slavery, because guess what? They say, well, we can't control them physically like that, but let's set up a system where we literally can, if they want something to eat, if they want to go to the doctor, or if they want to buy something, clothes or whatever, that they have to go to a store and buy it. It's not going to be free. And matter of fact, let's create a monopoly, a cash currency that they would need to go purchase these things. And you know what? In order for them to purchase it, they got to go work. They got to go work. In order for them to purchase it, they got to put in some sweat. So in all actuality, what they did was set up a system where it's your choice. You have to work. They're going to force you to work, or else you're going to have nothing, and ultimately you're going to die. It's going to be survival, and they're going to whip you in shape because of that. Because they're like, man, well, I can't sit and have no food in my kid's mouth. I can't sit and have nothing. I got to get out here and get a job. I got to go out here and become a slave. No, you don't. Come to God and let Him order your steps in the ways to walk, so you can be who He designed you to be. Have your authority for you to create, you to build, you to have your purpose in life and follow it. And guys, that's the gist of it. We got to understand that the world we living in today is modern day slavery. Only difference is they're not physically whipping you with chains and chaining you up. Well, see, think about it in the sense they are. For the criminals that are in jail, that are being chained up, feet and hands. In a sense they are. In a sense, you know what? They are working on the inside in jail for pennies, picking cotton and all these different types of things. So I take that back. Slavery is still going on a deeper level than we know about here on the outside world. But guys, I'm here to tell you, don't be alarmed, don't be upset. Just come to God, gain your peace, gain your knowledge of who you are, who you were born to be, so you can get back to where God destined us to be from the beginning. And that's in authority, that's in rulership, have our authority of controlling our lives, controlling our cattle, controlling our families, and building a nation. I love you guys, and I pray that this word, you receive it. I pray that it gives understanding, not to bring anger about, not to be upset and ready to go off in a rage, but to bring calmness and awareness to you, to know what to do, how to go about it, and so you can get back to the path of achieving your goals and success, because that doesn't stop just because someone else has an agenda going on. That doesn't stop your agenda. That doesn't stop your purpose. No, you get your purpose done. Can't worry about what somebody else is setting up. Those are traps to stop you from staying focused to reaching your purpose. So I want to bring you back to focus. All those things are set up so you can't be all you can be. All those things are set up so you will be hindered in life from achieving goals and purpose. That's the reason it's there. And I want you to understand another thing. Don't look at it from a physical standpoint. Don't look at that person like, oh, you did this to me. I want you to understand this is spiritual. Everything that a person does or has done and is showing physical, it started spiritual. It started spiritual, started as a thought, and they acted on it, whether they knew it was evil or not. And that's why you have to practice God's ways, the way that Jesus was talking about, because they're talking spiritual. They're saying, hey, you do these things it's coming from a spiritual standpoint, but they're manifesting it out into reality with love and patience and discipline. Practice those ways. And see yourself in a whole different way, whole different lane. Those who this message is for, they see it, they read it, they get it, they understand it. And there are some people that won't. And that's okay, guys, because your message is coming as well. Something is coming for you too. So just keep hope alive, keep searching, keep seeking God, and He'll show you your way. He'll show you your way. In the meantime, I won't stop. In the meantime, I'm going to keep coming forward. In the meantime, I'm going to keep feeding your spirit the best way I can to let you guys know, hey, I love you. God loves you. That's the main purpose we're here. And understand that you have a purpose. You have a destiny. You were designed to be great, and that's the way it is. Wasn't designed to be any other way. Any other way is man-made, and it's trying to control you from knowing exactly who you are. I love you, and don't forget to embrace the struggle. That's what a growth is. Later on.